All right, so Canoa, Ecuador. This topic is really on my mind, and at the end of this video, you'll learn or understand my thought process behind problems, solutions, trying out, trying again, and getting better. The concept of Kaizen. It's never enough, it's never going to be finished, and how can that be used to grow your business? Fast forward almost 2 years in the agency space. Now, I was talking yesterday with a couple of friends regarding recent mistakes that I've been doing as an agency owner and my team has been doing. It's something that really hurts my heart, but it's also part of the process. So just a brief introduction, you're going to make mistakes every single day as a business owner, and the process of you perfecting those mistakes or reducing the amount of mistakes that are repeated every single time is something that will eventually work in your benefit, because people don't like to be treated poorly every single time or have the same mistakes repeated on them again and again and again, especially if we're delivering a service. So in today's video, I'm going to share exactly what I'm doing, how to process through this, how can I hold my team accountable, but how can I also feel in myself and in my body to make sure that I'm not losing my mind and thinking that this is always going to be this way. So what I've come to understand is that many people will assume things, will blame others, and will not take accountability. So let's start with that. If they're working in your team, if they're working outside, if they're representatives from the client or something like that, at the end of the day, the service that's being provided, whether it's coaching, whether it's a service as a digital agency, whether it's a video editing, there's a person that's the main responsible person between client and service provider. And if there's only two people, both of them are responsible, but the one that's paying for the service should not be held as responsible as the service provider, because that's why I'm asking for a service. If I want a video editor to help me with the video editing, I should not be completely responsible for this, because I'm asking them for their expertise, their service, their quality control, and all of the other elements. Versus if I am doing a cooperation or a consulting or something that relies on me to get the results, for example, a coaching package, it is my responsibility to deliver on the results because it's something that I'm doing the service of. If there's more pieces together, so for example, they come to me as an agency owner, I'm still the one responsible of delivering the videos and making sure that everything's taken care of, not necessarily my editors, not necessarily my account managers, but they go through their hands and I'm not the one reviewing every single piece of the content. So the problem comes here is where there's breaks in the process and who is going to take blame or who is going to take responsibility. And the first lesson that I learned again is it's not going to be perfect. There's going to be mistakes, there's going to be mess ups, there's going to be slip ups, but it's important how you address it. So they told me yesterday literally that we can get more angry than the customer and show more emphasis on us trying to solve it than them trying to get it right. So a customer will always be comprehensive or understandable if it's done once, twice, even 3 times. But if it's constantly doing it, he will get frustrated and it's not the standard and the expectation that they will have. Versus if we do it once and we fix it and we never do it again, that is a great precedent because, okay, there was a fallout, we were able to solve it, but it's not happening again. But how do we prevent it from happening? So we have procedures, standard operating procedures. We have double, triple, quadruple checkups. We have people who are in charge of reviewing content, and eventually we'll have someone that's just in charge of reviewing content, not anything else. And what I see here is an opportunity again to take extreme ownership, because I could be the one that's reviewing the content, but if I was the one reviewing the content from every single client, I would not be able to grow the company, I would not be able to pay all the other team members, and the company could stay little and boutique, which is a good type of company, but it's not the type of company that I want to grow at this moment. So if I'm to focus on finer details, I will never grow, but I still have someone, or I need a process to allow that to happen. The next step, we were also talking about the accountability, the blaming, or also what are the next steps to do? Like, how can I get back at my client if I made a mistake? And this comes to apology, ownership, but also asking, what can I do to get back at you? What can I do to improve the services that has been provided so far, because I'm not feeling comfortable with the current result? And how can I do better? The willingness to improve, the willingness to grow, and have them see that from us, I think it's a really important factor, because again, you're also building a relationship. And again, it's never going to be perfect, because we're not robots, we're not machines who make flaws, and even the machines do flaws. Flaws are part of life, part of the growth. It's how you take ownership and how you lead from that accountability. Because I could be like, no, oh, okay, no worries, it's just a small mistake, don't worry, it's nothing. It's me like bitch slapping the client in the face and saying, no, your work doesn't really matter, it's not as important to me. So I have to worry about these things, because it's about the quality. I think that in my company, we've been able to deliver speed, we've been able to deliver quality, but sometimes speed comes over quality because we're doing so much that we're not really focusing and honing in on the specific targets. So it's a shift that we're doing where we keep the speed, we keep accountability, but we also take care of the finer details in life, because those finer details will lead us to better referrals and not dropping the ball on little things like this. So if you can take anything out of this, is just know that you will fuck up, you will make mistakes, but the most important thing is how you address those mistakes and how you take ownership of it and commit yourself to keep growing. Don't step on the same thing twice, but create a system around you that supports you not stepping on your own toes and screwing over and over again. So what are the systems that you can create in your business to make sure that you don't make mistakes again? That's it for today. Make sure that you subscribe if you want to grow your company and create videos like this. Make sure that you book a call with us or get some of our free resources below. And I'll see you on the next video.